Oh shoot, I'm recording.
But I know they'll never own me.
What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my channel if you are a new subscriber, and welcome to my channel if you are a new subscriber, and welcome back to my channel if you are a reoccurring subscriber. I can't talk today. I really can't. But I can't talk on the best of days, so let's just wing it like we always do and see how it turns out. My name's Randi and this is my channel. Obviously, this is a fitness and lifestyle channel where I share with you my life, healthy recipes, my workouts, and everything else that goes along with this journey called life. So today's video, as you can tell by the title, is about binge eating. And this is the second video that I've actually done on binge eating. The first one was, I'll link it up here if you guys haven't seen that. It was telling you guys about how I started binge eating and, you know, the process throughout it, the journey, and how I felt, and then how I kind of overcame it. And this is gonna be the second one now that I've had a little bit more time. A lot of people continuously email me and comment on that video asking, how did I do it? You know, do I have any tips and all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to make this into a series, but I don't know how many videos it's really gonna take to say it all because we can get a lot done when we're talking in like 10 minutes. But I just wanted to touch base today on a couple tips that I have that can help you overcome binge eating if that is something you are experiencing. And I'm not a doctor, so if you feel like you need professional help, I strongly encourage you to reach out and get it and do everything you can in your power to make yourself heal and become stronger. But what I can talk about is my experience, and I feel like personal experience counts for a lot in life. So today I'm going to tell you my top 10 tips. I wrote them down on my phone, so I'm going to be referencing that just so that I can say them all. We'll try to stay on track. But yeah, so life isn't easy, guys, and it'll kick you down on the ground and keep you there if you let it. But if I can overcome this demon, who was one hell of a big demon, so can you. I'm no stronger, no better, or any different than you. The only determining factor throughout all of it was that I didn't give up on myself, and that is number one. I didn't give up on myself. I knew that this person I was being or acting, or this thing that was compelling me, is not me. It was not me, and I wanted to get better, and I wanted to stop, and I believed in myself that I could, even when times got so tough that I didn't know what to do. I was just lost. But the biggest thing is that I believed that I could overcome this, and I would overcome it instead of wallowing and staying in the same place forever. So that is number one, and that is the biggest one. Believe in yourself. So number two is eat 3 meals and 2 snacks every single day. So you need to be eating so that you're not thinking about food. And that is the one huge thing. That's what makes us binge, because we're always thinking about food. You're thinking about what you can eat next, when your next meal is, you know, oh, randomly you're craving a pizza and you're like, oh my God, I want that. I want these donuts. You know, you're always thinking about food, and it's because you're never really full unless you binge and get full. And we all know that that full is a crippling, uncomfortable full. It's not nice. So the thing that you need to do 1 and 2 tie in together. 1 is eat 3 meals and 2 snacks every single day. And number 2 is eat volume meals, not 6 small meals throughout the day, just so that, you know, it's enough to get by and you're still going to be thinking about food. The trick here is to eat enough so that you stop thinking about food. And we all know that when we're not hungry, we're not thinking about food as much. So those are key, volume foods and making sure that you're eating enough. Smoothies help with that. I wrote that down. I love my smoothies so much. I actually drink like a mason jar. I actually have to go to the washroom right now because I just chugged it. But we'll get through this video first. But I have a mason jar full of 4 cups of water that I make my smoothies out of, and it's bigger than my head. My head's pretty big, so it's a pretty big smoothie. And when I drink them, I get full because it's just so much volume, and smoothies really help with that. So I do recommend. Make sure that your meals, number 3 is make sure that your meals are a healthy range of protein, carbs, and fats. So you need fat and protein to help you not be hungry all the time. It helps with your hunger levels. So making sure that you get enough protein and fat is key. Not all fat is bad fat. So make sure that you educate yourself and know what types of fat you should be eating. Saturated fat from a McDonald's Big Mac burger and fries or pizza is not going to be the same as avocado and nuts and coconut oil. So make sure that you just know, knowledge is power. So make sure that you know what types of foods are good for you, that work for your body and not against your body and your overall health. And just know that not all fat is bad fat. You need fat, especially for women's hormones. We need fat. Bad things happen when you don't get enough fat, and that has to do with your hormones, and I have other videos on that. So just make sure that you're eating enough and don't fear the carbs. There is also, I don't want to label food as bad and good, but there's obviously better options that you can choose. So like I said, just make sure that you eat a well-balanced diet full of protein, carbs, and fats. And number 4 is actually don't label foods as bad. So when you label foods as bad and like you can't have them, you're gonna want them more. So don't label foods as bad. Just know the difference between foods that work for you and foods that, you know, are fun foods. Like I like to call them fun foods, like Oreos and pizza and stuff like that. And don't label foods as bad because, like I said, you're going to want them. And that goes in with the dieting mentality. When you are trying to heal yourself from binge eating, you cannot diet. You need to work on eating intuitively and healing your relationship with food before you even embark on a diet. So for all those competitors out there, I know you're dealing with binge eating. It's probably why you're watching this video. You can't diet and heal yourself, because you're gonna diet and you might be successful at it, but this issue is still gonna be there when you're finished. So my best advice is to not diet. You have to work on rekindling your relationship with food. And I know that as soon as I get into a diet mentality, all of a sudden I'm craving all these things, and you know, it just makes it so much harder to stay on track. When I actually eat a well-balanced diet, I have well-balanced nutrition year-round. So there's just something with that dieting mentality that you feel restricted, you feel like you can't eat things, and then all of a sudden you want them all. No dieting. You need to work on your relationship with food first. You need to work on paying attention to hunger signals, which is my next tip. Paying attention to your hunger signals can be very tough, especially for somebody that is going through binge eating, because like I said, we don't feel full unless we binge. But as you're not dieting and you're eating well-balanced meals and you're not labeling foods as bad or good, so you don't have as many cravings, you need to focus on your hunger signals and really stopping when you're full and eating when you're hungry. And this is something very difficult to do, but it's not like a certain talent that you're born with type of thing, you know, like you can learn is what I'm trying to say. So you really just need to eat slower, actually enjoy your food, actually chew your food, and be like, especially if you're not that hungry, but you go to eat, you're like, am I actually hungry right now, or am I just bored? make sure that you can try to differentiate that, because it's really going to help you in this whole process. I think that was 5 by now. So number 6 is focus on yourself. And what I mean by that is you need to switch your mindset and your why from working out and eating healthy, or, you know, this whole journey. You need to switch it from wanting to do it to look a certain way to doing it because it makes you feel a certain way. When you switch it to that and remind yourself that you're eating healthy and, you know, nutrient dense foods, and you're working out 5 times a week, you need to remind yourself that you're doing this because it makes you feel capable and strong and healthy and confident, and you have clarity, you can think clearly, you know, you're a happier person. You need to work out because of that and embark on this journey and eat a certain way because of the way that it makes you feel, all for positive reasons, and that it's benefiting your health, not just to look a certain way. You're not looking out and slaving in the gym to look a certain way, and you're not going to be happy until you get there, or you're only eating this way because you need to lose a couple pounds and you're actually miserable. You need to switch that mindset because it's going to be a lot easier to stay on track, and it's going to change your life. Number 7 is do not weigh yourself. Do not weigh yourself. Do not put that stupid thing in the back of your closet, smash it. I don't even care. Send it off to Antarctica. But seriously, I just wish that I could change everyone's mindset or like idea about the scale. I wish that I could take it out of everybody's head, because girls and guys, what does that what is that number based on your gravitational pull on Earth mean to you? It does not validate your self-worth. It does not make you beautiful. It does not make you a better person. It does not say anything about your personality and the person that you are. It's just based on your gravitational pull on Earth. And if you're bloated that day, if you haven't gone poop, if you are stressed and you're retaining water, if you're low on sleep and you're retaining water, if you're super sore after a workout, all these things are going to affect your number on the scale. Okay? Base your progress on how you look and how you feel and how your clothes fit. And if you are not happy with where you are right now, but you keep stepping on the scale and it's just making you more miserable, why do you do it? Why are you doing that to yourself? You know, if you were friends with somebody that was making you feel shitty every day, you wouldn't be friends with them. So why are you still doing that to yourself? Being friends with the scale and stepping on it every single day when it's not making you feel good? Because it's just making you feel shittier. And when you are where you want to be and you're happy and you're proud and you feel great and just life is awesome, what is the number on the scale going to do for you? You feel amazing. So why does it matter? The scale, screw the scale, guys. Team no scale. Don't step on the scale, because it also just fuels an unhealthy relationship with food and working out, and it's all entwined. No scale. All right, do not overcompensate binge eating with working out for hours. So you can't overcompensate it with working out for hours, try to burn all the calories, and you cannot overcompensate it with not eating at all, because that fuels an unhealthy relationship and unhealthy vicious cycle again. You need to jump right back on track. You need to eat those 5 meals. You need to work out for an hour and a half, just however long it takes you, and leave. Just jump right back on track, because once you start doing an extreme of any source, whether it's dieting, whether it's training, whether it's anything, it's just fueling the cycle, and that's the cycle that you want to end. So just jump back on track. Don't, it just gets messy. And number 10 is get creative in the kitchen. This is one of the things that I always do with my clients. I get them to recreate their favorite meal in a healthy way or their favorite dessert in a healthy way. There is so many platforms out there like Pinterest. I freaking love Pinterest. There is Google, which is never ending. Seriously, is it as big as the universe? There's so many resources out there that you could find a recipe of something that you love, and even if you don't find a recipe, you can recreate it yourself. Like, you can recreate those naughty foods that you crave that are so good. Like, I freaking love pizza. Yeah, I love pizza. Pierogies? I would love to eat pierogies. I should make those. Like, there's so many things that we can make, but make it in a better, healthier way that, you know, it's not going to ruin all your progress, or it's not going to be 2,000 calories, and it's not going to just fuel this binging. Oh, I've already ate 2,000 calories. I might as well just eat the rest of my pantry and start again tomorrow. Get creative in the kitchen. Make meals that actually satisfy you, that you actually look forward to, and that actually fill you up, because that is going to be key, because you're not going to be craving all of these other things because you're satisfied with the food that you're eating. And a lot of people say, oh, I can't cook. When I was in high school, I got my little sisters to make me craft dinner all the time. I learned. If I can learn, so can you. So just get creative. And that is everything that I have to say. It all ties in together. And the biggest one is, do not give up on yourself. So my camera's doing something funny right now. I feel like I should probably end this ASAP before I lose it all. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that video and my tips. And if I can do it, so can you. I believe in you, and you are not alone. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, please show your support by giving it a thumbs up, as it just really helps to support the channel. And subscribe if you haven't already, because I would love to see you in the next video. Bye, guys.